And hello there, everyone. Osage Orange here, and welcome to another episode of Titan Quest: The Loot Grind. We are here on episode number 91 of this series. Do appreciate everybody who has come out. I hope that your guys' time zone, whatever your guys' time zone is most wunderbar. We're going to go ahead here. Let's dive into our stuff. I do apologize for the last couple weeks. I've just had a bunch of IRL stuff that I've had to worry about. Being problematic is the best way to put it. Oh, stuffing. I forgot to let's quickly go check our stuff. Department of Duh. Yeah, it's been problematic in some capacity. But also, at the same time, some stuff couldn't be avoided. Like last weekend, I had a family commitment that I had to go to, so I was, suffice to say, not in the best timing or place to be doing anything for the loot grind.
Preserving everything, even grapes.
Alright, so let's see here. We still need bloodletting, guile, and Code of Hembeberi for our stuff. So that's going to be a thing for us. So see, we got one fragment of Hembeberi, one bloodletting, and I don't see any guile, so we're gonna have to get some guile, hopefully, knock on wood. That's going to be our things on our agenda for today. Sure, let's see here. Amon-Ra's Glory. Put that there. There we go, there's that. Raptor Tooth. Come over. Venom Sac. Saber Claw. Hello. Oops. Oh, well, at least we got something to see. 66% slower attack. Let's go ahead and check. 72, 45. Yeah, we already got the 66, so we'll go ahead and put that there. Demon's Blood. Don't need that. It's going to complete it. Yeti Fur. Bring that over. Pengclaw. That can stay over here. Let's go and do that. We'll have a little bit of money now. Let's quickly go ahead here and excuse me. I'm going to be going ahead and pulling over the stuff quickly over here to Swap Central.
A fine day to ease your burden.
That. All right, let's move over here to the storage area. There we go. All right. All that stuff is now in order, so finally, Anti-Dum-Dum. Let's head over here back to Imhotep. Hit that legendary button. I have been doing, as I can, as time permits, doing what I can to, let's actually move the portal over here. Come here into Chang'an. Whoa, excuse me. Excuse me.
house on your shoulders.
We'll just go ahead and get a full one and make some money off these guys.
So long, noble hero. How could you pass up such a staff as this? Come
Yes.
again?
I have to pass up your staff, dude, because I am not a mage. You just happen to be the merchant that is nearest where I want to be. So anyway, as I was saying, been doing what I can to do a little bit of grinding off camera and that sort of thing. So been able to make some money. Yeah, that's why I've got back up to just almost 22 mil there. I wish I had 22 mil IRL. That. Cave up here, so I believe I've mentioned this before. Let's see, there's the jade figurine. We don't need to worry about that. But I believe I've mentioned that I'd done some asking over on the Titan Quest Discord about the stuff for Atlantis. You know, we're talking, you know, how much I've said, how many times I have said, I wish we could have the Atlantis drops, you know, the arcane formula. So, hopefully, if that stuff has been patched in, hopefully it will, when we start both grinding and going through Atlantis of our own accord with Ishtar.
Not enough energy.
For whatever reason, that Exithian was glitched out. But anyway,
Need more energy.
yeah, hopefully we can start finding whenever we can get through Atlantis or parts of Atlantis. Be able to start finding that stuff. Yeah, I know that I mentioned on Twitter yesterday that due to interwebs trouble, that I was unable to stream because there was technical difficulties going on with the service, the ISP stuff. So it was a case of it got figured out. So far, it's stable from what I've seen, and I am gonna have to wait a little bit because it seems that my here on my main rig, the
Need more energy.
jerk. Here on the main rig, I'm having to make do with wireless because of well, at least the time of recording, I'm having to make do with wireless. So hopefully, for our stream stuff, until I can get myself back up and running on a wired connection, at least, hopefully, knock on wood, the wireless will be able to hold up. Was able to get my hands on a USB wireless stick. So that's what I've been having to make do on with my here on last almost day now. It happened yesterday evening, Saturday evening that is, and not too terribly long before. It was about 6:20 or so, 6:20 p.m. roughly. So it was one of these cases. Called, got in touch with the ISP, and they said they'd as soon as they could take a look-see at it, and so it was about 10 p.m. or so that they said that they got that they were able to fix the problem, or it looked like they'd have been able to fix the problem, but they said, don't do anything. It's recommended, you don't do anything dramatic, and it was about that time that that my internet had been restored for me in my area, and excuse me, but my wired connection was still hokey, and they said, yeah, that might be a thing. So it was showing, it limited connectivity sort of thing, and let's go and heal up. And so when I asked about that, when I got informed about that, I was like, well, that sucks. I better call the stream, because they were still having to work on making sure that everything was right. Double check their work. Which is, I'm certain there are folks who have been out there, and I've heard these horror stories of people having very sucky internet providers, and I've had that at times too. So, they said, yeah, that's if you've got like your router might have
Need more energy.
be having trouble with the wired connection, which, at least in my experience, at least in theory, a wireless connection is, can be just as problematic at times as a wired connection. Ooh, let's take a look at that unholy talisman. That one's not bad. Second here, let's go take care of these bad boys up here. But, yeah, so, basically, went and got in touch with Tree Dad, said, hey, Dad, I need some help, how, insert service provider name is, being wonky for me, so do you have any recommendations? Because, I stream and all that. And they said, well, if they're still testing stuff, making sure that everything's good, and if you've already decided, he knows that I stream, and he said, like, yeah, it's, if your wired connection's not good, better wait and see. So, I got a little stick for you that you'll let you have. That way you can at least have some capability to hopefully stream and not have to completely rely on your laptop. as I've said plenty of times, I use my laptop for as a secondary screen. I'm going to be able to look stuff up so I don't have to, constantly be tabbing in and out of the game. It's always so fun to do this. Monkey King's trickery. So yeah, I'll be getting more information as needed for regular wired connection. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Take that, you joik. Yep. A little bit more organized. Let's go ahead and head on here into Chang'an. There's Fei'an, of course, all lit up. God, I cannot wait with Ishtar to be able to hear what she says, 'cause part of me is just real curious. Did they get the original voice actress? It actually does hurt me. Interesting. Yeah, part of me is curious. Did they get the original VA back for that? I sort of use the as I've said, I use the TQ Discord mostly to see what other players are doing, and mostly for myself at least, for information. News, that sort of thing. Let's see here. Not sure if I fully talked about it. Excuse me. Come on, boys. Just a second here. I'm going to flick on break screen so I can pull up Steam. Max out Steam. All right, so yeah, it's here is yeah. Ooh, sounds like I missed out on that. Let's see. Let's see here. Can I do a Control F? Let's see. Yeah, fixed Atlantis legendary drop rate. Numbers. Change the modifiers for target equation for lootable items based on game values more in line with Atlantis values. And here's 2.8. Let's see. So yeah, this is what I was talking about was the changes to the game. So hopefully we can hopefully, knock on wood, as I've said, let's go ahead and get these guys I'm just looking forward. If we can get that Atlantis stuff, that'd be swell. What's his face in there? Bugger off. Rats, and I just realized I forgot to get a kill count. Monster kill count, that is. Come on, Imhotep. You can do this. Ah! I done goofed. Doop, boop. Alright, let's see here. Let me get my handy-dandy calculator right out here. See, 125, 926, 394 was 119.609, and by 5 is 318.8. And that's not too bad. But still, I wish, just a second here, guys, just a second. Why can't Sorry about that, guys. Excuse me. So, yeah, this wretched boss. Let's see, primary. see.
Auspicious greetings.
Let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, what I got is much, much better. Get up, the way I had my get up is much, much better. Let's just quickly let's try that.
I will treat your goods like my own.
Sometimes going in with a metric butt ton of armor can be the better choice, you know? And in this case, let's see, how much health regen have I got now? 335. That's quite good. Of course, I know I'm going a little bit slower. Movement speed's back down to regular 100%. Oh. I better go ahead and re-swap back out my stuff.
What you cannot part with, leave with me.
Really want to at some really can't wait to excuse me. Let's see. That's what I need to do is the take what we got here. Use the cursor.
Sun and wind at your back, not in your eyes.
Take that on to hopefully use that to our strategic advantage. Oreos. I like to joke that for the Wicked Witches of the West Guards, I like to joke that oh, you know what? Let's not worry about this guy. Obviously, kind of forget. I knew it was difficult.
See how finely wrought this ring is?
Yeah. We'll
You're done?
there's no point in I've already defeated him once. I'm not gonna, get 20 deaths trying to beat him again. I'm not going to do that. It's that old saying, work smarter, not harder, You see nothing, you hear nothing, go the frick away. Looks like he scampered. Let's head to Asgard. Let's go sell some loot, make some money.
Welcome, welcome! You won't find any finer arms. I've sold battle gear to Donor and Tyr. Mind you, I've cracked a couple of Jotun skulls myself, I have. Armed with my own weapons, of course.
Let's see here.
Remember, don't strike until you see the white of their eyes.
Long spears and stays in there, please.
That would, using some of this stuff here would be good things. It's just,
Lord and help me.
part of me wishes we could have, more than just a pair of rings, Let's go ahead and pick up all this loot, especially that cedar cane there. I mean, we won't get too much out of it. Oh, and I forgot to drop off the thing.
You must have seen a battle or two. Don't forget to loot their corpses.
Of course I do that. How else am I going to be able to afford to go to the
Could you leave me in peace?
transmuter, eh? How else can I afford to go to the transmuter to get more loot?
Yes, I'm trying to read here.
Hi, trying to read there. I'm a walking, talking, sentient tree visiting the realm of Asgard. Orient. Let's go back to Chang'an. Come on. I just love what's his face right there. You said, "See, I told you it was a bad idea." Huh. Well, we get a little bit more exploratory OCD-ery there. Love it when I can do that. Something like that. I'm thinking more back to the original, excuse me, Age of Empires 2 with the, on the William Wallace campaign. You know, moving into the black area reveals more of the map. You know, I just had the weirdest thought. Get rid of these tigermen first. I just had the weirdest thought is that, you know, I wish the gate had been, like, right up here. The valley gate was right here. And that, this had been slightly raised. You know, try to keep these right here like they are. Obviously move them around a little bit. But actually have, you know, a little bit, a gate right here. And then, you know, be forced to, you know, detour like we do down toward, what's it, Bixen right there. And then, you know, go around to Mount Shiyun, you know, this way. And, you know, then, of course, pop out over here. Hello. You know, pop out over here. Come back in, yada, yada, yada. Excuse me. Do it like that. But that's just me. Oh. And of course, I can't do something about a 15-year-old... the base game's 15-year-old design process, you know? I think the base game is now like, it's over 100 gigs in size. Take that Curus. That's right, we also got the dragon over here at the What's It Temple. Or the shrine. Oh, hello. Come on. Me and my exploratory OCD-ery. I love it when I can knock a baddie off the off a cliff edge. So funny to watch.
Having no need for weapons or armor, I threw all I had. Mystery and knowledge are born of the same source. Darkness. Darkness is born of darkness. The mother of all.
Yep. You know, I'm kind of thinking back to the days when I was playing Pokemon on handheld. Excuse me. And how I would sort of have my team. For example, when I was back in the days when I was a sapling playing. Oh my God, that guy fell in the river. For example, back in the days when I was playing Pokemon Silver, playing with Lugia and all that, I had my team, and excuse me, and I would, literally level my guys up to where I could just easily bash the Elite Four, and they'd be, it would take me like maybe 10, 15 minutes maybe on a slower run, but obviously a little bit less time on a faster run, of course, to be able to go maybe 10 minutes on a faster run, and kick them in their arses, Now that Nintendo seems to be a little bit more amiable to people streaming their stuff, their games, I've been thinking, and I've probably discussed this before, most likely have, of at some point getting myself a Switch. Oh, did I miss anything? No. I'll get myself a Switch and a capture device, and streaming Pokemon. I was hoping to avoid that. But yeah, now that Nintendo is far more willing to let people stream their stuff, stream their games, I'm thinking about that. And I'd have to go do my little more research, but but as I said, from what I've seen, Nintendo is making a sounder stratagem, sounder choices, I mean, in doing that. I do know that Microsoft has got their stuff set up to where only Rooster Teeth can really use Halo to do Red versus Blue. I haven't watched, really haven't followed Red versus Blue since season 14. Part of me has always considered part of me has always considered I first came across Red vs. Blue. Trebro introduced it to me after season 5 had ended. I came in when we first came across it when Recovery 1 was initially being aired after season 5. And part of me has always considered the I forget the name off the top of my head. But it's always it's Revelation, Reconstruction, Revelation, and Recreation, seasons 6, 7, and 8. That I feel offers not only a fair amount of comedy, but also some action, of course. And the Recollection. There we go. That was it. The Recollection. I was trying to remember. I knew there was a name for that, for those 3 seasons, and Tree Brain was just blanking out. I was like, I know there's a name for that. And so yeah, I finally remembered. And yeah, that for me personally is Red versus Blue at its best. But there's also some good stuff. Going on in seasons 9 and 10, and of course the Chorus Trilogy 11 through 13. 2. I know that seasons 9 and 10, have been, to my understanding, of course, I joined about season 11. On the RT community page as myself, as Osage Orange. And yeah, that was smarts. I was trying to run away, and of course I died. Like, me personally, yeah, like, as I've said, I know that seasons 9 and 10 receive a lot of flack for the, for some of the animation and story, but, part of me feels that these, the naysayers are kind of missing some of the overall point of the story. That being, that, we're diving in with seasons 9 and 10. We're diving in a lot more into the events of Project Freelancer versus, the actual agents, Tex, Carolina, Washington, the other guys, York, etc. And how, we're getting, it's like up till we really didn't get quite as much of, the agents' lives, in the, as much. I mean, we've got, of course, some of Washington and Tex, but of course that was the Tex we know and love is, of course, nothing but a computer fragment. And, come on. And, run away from the poison. And, you know, how, Director Church, did his stuff. Come on. Run away. And, poison. And so, he knew that when, Malcolm Hargrove was, on his tail, and of course Carolina, his daughter, did their stuff. You know, there we go. Like, can I get this jerk beaten before he unleashes his next poison attack? And yes, huzzah. Excuse me. So, yeah, part of me feels that the naysayers of ooh, see see what we got. Yeah, the ones we got is much better. Conqueror's Mark, already got that.
You have no more room. You can't hold any more. Your inventory is full.
Let's see about doing a little bit of rearrangement. Yeah, that's just my thoughts on the matter. Is that I think some people are. Oh, hello. They're not getting the.
You can't hold any more. You have no more room.
Let's see here. There we go. Yeah, part of me just really feels that being able to bring in Carolina to sort of function. You know, of course, you know, she's, you know, at first, you know, somewhat antagonistic in ways.
That armor looks exotic. How intriguing.
But of course, so that. But of course she, of course, becomes a protagonist. As I remember, it was the RT user Lakeyes, or Lakeyes? See here. Oh, geez. Why can't? What do you want in right now? See here. Just a sec, guys. I am going to let White Cat in. Just a sec. Let me see here. I'm going to go to the RVB wiki. Hi, White Cat. At least you had the niceties to knock. Let's see. Let's see. Carolina, red versus blue. And let's see. Flick that on. Voiced by Jen Brown. Let's see here. Let's see. Trivia. Yeah, it's Lakeyes. Not sure if this, yeah, it's not showing up here on the RT site anymore. I know that I know it's been changed, the RT site, but yeah, she's the real Tex was Carolina's mother, and that of course became the AI fragment beta, which of course became Tex. So, yeah, it's confirmed. Don't say it, that Carolina's daughter of Allison Tex. And the director, of course, that being Dr. Leonard Church. So, yeah, it serves as the primary antagonist of the Freelancer saga. So, you know, that's of course Alpha, aka Church. So, yeah, let's go ahead here, guys. We're gonna go ahead and take our quick break. So yeah, go and stand up, stretch, get something to eat, get something to drink, use the restroom. I'll see y'all here in a few minutes. Okay, guys, Tree is back. I actually found myself thinking a little bit more back to Red vs. Blue Season 13 with Aiden Price, aka the Counselor of Project Freelancer, and how he's shown to be alive and all that, or at least had managed to survive to that point, Season 13. And I found myself thinking about his end, his unceremonious. I forget the particular episode, but you know, he forges an alliance with the space pirates of Charon Industries, headed by Malcolm Hargrove, and he when he dies. And he just goes and you know, when he realizes he's gonna die, he goes and says, he's at the hell is in the on the bridge of the Tartarus. He goes, "Son of a bitch." So yeah, I just found myself suddenly thinking of him. You know, that's of course one of the continuing running gags of Red versus Blue is ooh, hello, make a little more money.
You must have seen a battle or two. Always grind and oil to keep your edges keen.
But yeah, that's of course, you know, a running gag is saying that. That's saying, you know, son of a bitch. And you know, I of course I generally try to avoid saying stuff like that, but you know, that line of, you know, him of Price just leaning back and saying that, you know, when he realized he's moments from death, that he couldn't get his he couldn't get himself away, and you know, he's gonna die. You know, it's like I was like, oh my god, sort of moments, you know. And that's one of the better moments. Definitely one of the better moments of season 13. And as I recall, you know, I think it's inferred that it's definitely alluded to, I think. I did watch part of season 14, but I just couldn't get into it. But and as I recall, it's inferred that oh, hello, get that chest, take those leggings. But yeah, as I recall, it's inferred that Malcolm Hargrove, who functions as the antagonist of the Chorus trilogy, that he's put in jail at least. But, God, I just remembered, what was he called? The chairman of the Oversight Subcommittee. That was it. When we were first introduced to him in season 6, Reconstruction, we have him is the chairman of the Oversight Subcommittee.
Need more energy.
Not bad. Hello, Dragonians. Will you please all die? Let's see here. No, no, no. I am in no mood to die. No! Panic! Panic! I just keep running into more baddies! Jeez Louise, White Cat, you were let out. Just a second. Let me pause. Just a second. Gotta tell you guys, White Cats, you, sir, are in attention needer mode. Hi! You want to come over here? Come on. There you go. Yep, he's definitely in attention needer mode, guys. If you'll just let me get my headset back on, you can stay here in my tree lap. Oh, he's getting down. Alright. It doesn't look like I missed any loot there. Let's head on up here. Hello, boys. Yeah, White Cat is definitely in attention needer mode. Hi. Hi, Mr. Attention Needer. What you doing there, little one? What you think you're doing? Me? Just a second here. I was hearing something. I think I got a fly somehow got into my tree room, and I was hearing this tap, 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 tap. Oh, wait, that's probably the fly I was hearing earlier today. Let's head on down here to Bixen. Alright. Select pack leader.
Oh, very good. Come, stranger. We have some good things for you today. Farewell.
I was hoping he'd say that. Oh. So that Curus right there. Gosh darn it, now I've got the Atlantis trailer going into my head.
You must have seen a battle or two. All Always grind and oil to keep your edges keen.
Just help yourself, will you? Heaven,
Actually-
yes, I have magical storage even for you.
I want to go
I
say
wish I was a cider.
say hi to the transmitter. There we go. Head over here to Gadira. I know it's not Gadira, but I just had to say it like that, you know. Let's see what we could get.
Welcome, traveler. I am what you would call a transmuter. If you seek the thrill of the betting game, I can provide it. For a coin, too, of course. Don't be a stranger.
See what we get. Oh. What's the... There we go. Troops are... I think I have that war bow. Definitely use that for
Delivering wooden goods across the Mediterranean.
go and do that.
Don't worry.
You can't
Your
hold
inventory
anymore.
is
You
full
can't
anymore.
carry anymore.
I call Donkey Dung. Let's just go ahead and go off back to Asgard. We'll do a thing there. Do some money.
That armor looks exotic. How intriguing.
Not gonna worry about the relics. Let's see, Atlantis. Want to head back to the Gadir portal, so I don't always have to worry about, excuse me, dropping my regular portal stone. We'll head back to Bixen after we pick up our loot. Get a little bit more money. Should have just waited, quite honestly, but at least we'll have some money when we go finish picking up stuff. I don't know.
That
It's a
armor
pack.
looks exotic. How intriguing.
This were a third of the value of what we were.
Slay your foes with my weapons.
Essentially a third of the value.
Yes, I have magical storage even for you. Yes, yes, I'm trying to read here.
Hi, trying to read there. I'm Imhotep. Orient, Jade Palace. That's right, we got the, what's it stuff over here. Some money up over here. Dweller. Should have been looking for the bone piles. But was I? No. Yeah, there's nothing there. It's not the end of the world. I read young as gum. And I was like, wait a minute, that's not right.
Need more energy.
There we go. You know, I've talked about wanting to do, you know, gold prospecting. If you want to watch a guy who does gold prospecting on a regular basis, you want to check out the guy by the name of Dan Hurd. I'll make sure to include a link to his YouTube channel in the description. But he's a guy who lives in British Columbia, Canada. And he does a lot of he's got several, at least I think he's got like 2 or 3 claims. I'm not sure how many he actually has, but I think he's got at least 2 or 3. And what he does is he shares his mining adventures. You know, God, what's the term? I know there's a term for it. I know that panning is the actual process, but I know that there's a somewhat more different. There's a slightly more technical term for the industry as in general. Gosh darn it. What's the term? Placer mining. That was it. Placer mining. That's basically where you through it's a sort of it's the historical means of mining. One of the historical means of mining in person. Where a lot of these days there's a lot of industrialization to the mining process, and all that jazz. And you either have you have some sort of claim or access to a mining area, where you can placer mine, and I know that here in the States, whenever you do that sort of thing. Oh, we got a majestic chest. We got a formula. Oh, Coat of Hembabara! One of the things on our shopping list. We have to come back for the formula. Let's see if it's dropped. Elemental Rage. Don't need that. Already got it. But I know that here in the States, if you I forget the threshold. I know there's some sort of threshold. But if you make so much money placer mining, that is to say panning, and related mining techniques, you have to report it. I'm curious now. So let's quickly look at. Let me quickly look it up here. Here we go. All right, this is straight from the IRS. Let's see here. Let's see. Mining. Here we go. Mining income. Gold refiners. Raw gold is delivered to a refiner where it's purchased from the miner, processed, and refined. Point of sale. Funds are received. Considered income for the miner. Activities, passive activities, non-filers. All right, let me see here. It's obviously all right, let me see here. Let me just do a. All right, here's publication 525. There's got let's see, I forget what it's called. I know it's on. I recall that it's on Form 1040, which here in the States, that's the tax income return. Let's see. Let's see here. Hello. I know there's a C here. Thought there was one. There we go. Yeah, it's got to be somewhere. It's I'm not gonna worry about it right now. There's just too much to do. So let's go ahead here. Well, I know you got to report it. I guess it's a good thing there's no Titan Quest mining income service. Oh, another coat of Himbabarai. Huzzah! 2 things on our shopping list. In what? Excuse me. In 1 kit and caboodle. That'll be 1. We should have the 1, as I said. I'll make sure to leave a link to that document. Let's see here. I'll quickly voyage over here. But yeah, it's I would just love to do some placer mining at some point. Oh, and that guy took a tumble into the river. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to strike it rich. I mean, I think most everyone would love to strike it rich. But I think it would take a whole bunch of effort to really do that sort of thing.
Need more energy.
2 saber-tooths we got. Very much designed like a katana. Or at least they gave it the depiction of an appearance similar to a katana. But going back to the prospecting stuff, yeah, Dan Hurd, you know, he's, from my understanding, he's got a real job, but at the same time, he does his prospecting. And that's what he does on YouTube. And you know, there'll be times where I'll, if I'm like, when I have the time, of course, and I'll, you know, be loot grinding, like here in Titan Quest or playing in Minecraft. I'll, you know, I'll turn on one of his vids and you know, I'll have it on my screen and all that. See here. We should be able to make it. Excuse me, we should be able to make it all the way up there to the Jade Palace. Or at least that's my hope. A little bit more exploratory OCD-ery here. Part of me is missing Ishtar and Coriana with the Ice Shard. I just love Ice Shard. I'll tell you that for a fact. Ankh of Isis, eh? Oh, we got Grace. Huzzah! Not get the Atlantis trailer out of my head, guys. Jerks! Once again, an unnecessary death. Boom, boom, 3 and 4. Let's go ahead and move these guys right over here. Revenge of the Twee. At least this isn't like Shadow of War, you know, where whoever kills you gets suddenly infinitely stronger. Come on, Twee, you can do this. Let's see here. About to say, come on, you little jerk, die. Nothing but junk. You know, that'd be a kind of a cool thing. I just had an idea. Anybody at THQ Nordic or the associated developers, listen up. What we could use is a character that's Marinos-esque. You know, like, you know, he's the guy that, you know, wants to go on the adventure to Atlantis. And combine him with a character like the Transmuter, only who sells charms and relics. And also does arcane formula too. But of course, you know, it'd have to be a little bit like the transmuter, you know. It'd have to be at random. If you wanted, you know, like your legendary stuff, you know, there'd have to be a certain amount of price to it, yada, yada, yada. That might be a good idea to have. It's the point where I'm curious on kind of glitching out there with those mountains. Here. Maybe I'd be up to 321.449 with 394 deaths. Where I am right now is 317. Yeah, we're just barely above where we were. A little bit above where we were. Let's see here. What's his face? The ancient bull. Come on. It was like, I was starting to think I need to run away, and of course, there's the reason why. There is the reason why. Gosh darn it, I cannot get the Atlantis trailer out of my head. Behold, Titan Slayer, the Pillars of Hercules, nothing further beyond. Pass these gates and know the unknown. Surely danger... God, what was that line? Surely danger exists in these undiscovered places, but surely... Ah! Trying to run away and he killed me again. Surely danger exists in these undiscovered places, but the wars... Something about the rewards. I'm blanking out. Knows what Don't we run away? I just gotta love them shadow stalkers. There we go. Ooh. Let's take one look at those philosophers. Ooh, those bracers of the Griffin are quite cool in their own way. Let's see what we got here. Let's go ahead. We'll base. Spend last few minutes sort of getting organized here. I really love the spirits here that are guarding the Yellow Emperor. Spirit soldiers. Go over here to Asgard. Let's go ahead and sell off our stuff.
Asgard was always too quiet. Very little real action around here.
Excuse me, but it felt good. Let's see here. We are gonna. Whoa! Excuse me again.
Always grind and oil to keep your edges keen.
Could you leave me in peace?
I'd like to, but I can't. Quickly gonna go say hi to what's Nessus over there in side of the Spartan camp. And we'll quickly go organize our loot. We don't have to worry about it next time. You guys go back over here. You let me take care of these satyrs and the centaur. Of course, I'm doing this partly to help get my kill count back up, since we've had 3 deaths. I'll see what I can do. Not sure how well I'll be able to do this over this next week to try and get some more baddies killed. Yes. Quickly head back up here to Isgard. We'll sell our stuff and then we'll go organize our loot.
Asgard was always too quiet. Very little real action around here.
Alright. Let's quickly go organize our excuse me, our loot. Come on. Alright. Go first here to swap central. Do the stuff with her.
First chest is free.
There we go. Let's now head over here to Storeman TQ. Makes me wonder, what will we find in new charms and relics in Eternal Embers when we get around to that? We'll probably run into some of the same sorts of guys. Like Monkey King's trickery and all that.
For our hero.
Let's see. I could come over. Oncavisis. I don't see it. That could come over. Both of those need to come over. Good, good, good. See here. Over because we'll have a replacement. Alright, so alright, we need the 5, so there we go. We're ready with that, and then 15% attack speed on the Raptor Tooth. Already got that, so not going to worry about it. So we'll go ahead and deposit it here into the transfer area. But yeah, guys, we're going to go ahead here, end the episode. I do appreciate everybody who has come out. So if you're watching here on YouTube at Osage Orange Gaming, please remember to go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button and the bell icons for notification. I really would appreciate it. Really does help out. If you're make sure to go click on that follow button over on Twitch at twitch.tv/OsageOrange, and make sure to leave a hit on the follow button over on the Twitters at twitter.com/OsageOrange01. So yeah, guys, I do appreciate everybody who has come out, and I hope to catch y'all in the next episode. Ta-ta for now.